Peace, people. It's me, Arlene J. Ramsey, CEO and founder of Everyone Let's Talk, also your favorite self-wealth mentor. I know I'm going to pinch a lot of nerves today, but no, the bigger is not the better. Here are two challenges women face when we're talking about this subject. The first one is girth. The second one is length. Let's talk about girth for a minute. Gentlemen, let me give an example. If a woman's vagina is this size, and if the girth of your penis is 8 times this size, do understand that the process of a woman's vagina getting used to or fitting your penis is a painful and uncomfortable process, because it's stretching, you know. So understand that we need you to take your time. Take your time when you're dealing with a woman who is that much smaller than you, because it hurts. And you have to understand that sex is made to be pleasurable. And it's not only supposed to be pleasurable for you, it's supposed to be pleasurable for us as well. And if we're uncomfortable, if we're feeling some discomfort, it is going to, chances are of us climaxing is going to be slim to none. All right. There's plenty of you who take on that mindset of, oh, well, you know, you guys are made to make babies. You've made 8-pound babies, 10-pound babies. You know, I'm going to get on that in a minute, but do understand that giving birth rather, is not made to be a pleasurable experience. But I'm going to get on that in a second. The next challenge with girth is that after a while, the elasticity in a woman's vagina is it's not going to snap back. It's going to break down. So it's in essence, it's going to be like a rubber band that has been used too much. After a while, that rubber band doesn't snap back, and it's just a loose rubber band. Same thing with a woman's vagina. So women, I need you to be very selective and strategic when it comes to choosing your partner. Especially if you've already been in relations with a partner who has a lot of girth. You want to make sure you stick to men who are more on the girthy side, because you will not be able to satisfy or please a man who is smaller in girth. And then that will leave men who are smaller in girth to talk about women who has loose walls and big coochies and all the other crap that you fellas do. And what I wanted to say, fellas, is that that's not funny. You know, the things that we laugh at, the things that we choose to talk about, many times are not things that are funny, because we weren't born that way. So you have to understand that this woman was in relations with a man who was well endowed. There's nothing funny about that. Just know that you're not compatible for her, and just keep it moving. But she wasn't made that way. You know, she wasn't born that way. Okay? The next thing I want to talk about is length. The problem with length gives us more medical issues. A lot more discomfort and medical issues. Per my research, a woman's cervix ascends between 5 to 7 inches max. All right, so anything past 7 inches is going to be painful. So understand, fellas, when we're telling you that we're feeling discomfort and we're experiencing pain, don't try to put the entire penis in. Because what happens is, over time, even if you have a way with her and you're able to get her to not complain about the pain and take it, what happens is the process is still happening. And over time, that will result in a medical issue. Why do you think there's so many cases of women who have womb cancer and hysterectomies? Ask yourself why. Why? Also, for the life of me, I can't understand how fellas don't think that a woman's vagina is that delicate. If you understand that your penis and your testicles is that delicate, oh my God, be careful with how you handle it. You guys flinch at the sight, at even the thought of somebody being a little rough around your area. It's the same thing with us. What makes you think that with women our vaginas are any different? You know, that's the thing that starts to break communication with women. Because when we think that when we think you lack empathy when it comes to us and understanding, we don't feel that you care about us, and we don't think that we can communicate with you. You know, and I go back to the whole baby making thing again. Let me explain that process again. Childbirth was not meant to be pleasurable. Also, our pelvic area, labor is the process of a woman's pelvic stretching to be able to fit the baby. So let's say this is our pelvis. You see that space right there? Our pelvis probably has this much space. Labor is the process of the pelvic stretching, like a snake's mouth stretched to swallow an alligator. That's the process of labor that kills us with pain. That's the process that kills us, because the baby has to pass through that canal. So the pelvic is stretching. But once it gets past the pelvic and the birth canal area and it gets down to the vagina area, that process is not that long. So yeah, women are able to push out 8 and 10 pound babies, but that process in the vagina area is not that long to break down a woman's walls. So just note that after a woman has that child, the elasticity of her vagina is going to snap back. That's not the same as being with a sexual partner who is fatter than than the size of this thing for years. After a while, the elasticity is going to break down. Because let's think about how much times do you have sex a day, times how many times you have sex a week, how many times you have sex a month, how many times you have sex a year, repeatedly, over and over and over. After a while, a woman's wall will break down when it comes to girth. Okay? So please understand that when it comes to length, after a while, even if a woman does not complain about the pain and she allows herself to take it, the process of your penis jamming against her womb is still happening, and it will result in medical issues over time. Okay, so we need you guys to take that into consideration. Also, ladies, there's some women who are shaped differently. Some women have higher wombs, so they can take longer penises. And for those of you women who don't understand what I'm talking about, maybe you are the ones who have higher wombs, so you don't feel discomfort to take a long penis. Do understand that I need you to start speaking for yourself only. Because what happens is many of you speak for all women and you say, oh, this is a crock of shit, I can take it, and you send off mixed messages. Alright, this is a matter of how our bodies are shaped. We're not shaped the same. Some of us can take longer penises than others. That's it. I've also heard women say, and also men, but I'm going to stick with the women, say, well, you just have to learn how to handle a big penis. Let me tell you guys, you ladies, something. You should not be in the mindset of thinking that you have to handle a penis. My mindset is I handle business, but I take care of myself. Alright, I don't want to feel and think that I have to handle a penis, because when I think that, I tense up, because handling anything is a challenge. It's like a problem, and sex should not feel like a challenge or a problem. It's meant to be pleasurable. It's a soul tie. It's soothing. It's comforting. It's all that great stuff. It should not be painful, and it should not be uncomfortable. Understand that. Fellas, also understand that if women think that we cannot communicate with you and or think that you understand how we feel or have empathy towards our feelings when it comes to sex, we will think that you don't care about us. And if we think you don't care about us, communication overall will be a problem. Next thing you know, you will start arguing about who's going to about buying groceries and about simple things that you shouldn't be arguing about. And that will stem from the energy that this woman is bringing out of the bedroom, because she thinks and feels that she's not being respected, cared for, or heard. Understand that. We need you to understand us. We need you to care about us. All right. The other thing is stop trying to emulate what you see in a porno video. These women, I'm not going to say they don't care about their bodies, but we don't know the medical issues that they go through. Also, they get paid to do that. So if they've had a hysterectomy, or if they're all blown out, they allow themselves to be blown out because they're getting paid for it. We shouldn't have to undergo that kind of foolishness that you see in a porno flick. That's not good. And you sit here and you pay attention to the fake noise. Peace, people. We got cut off, but I left off saying that you get fooled by the fake sounds of ecstasy, and you think that that's what these women in the porno flick like, and then you think that that's what we're going to like. So here's what I want to break down for you. That woman may like that. Who knows? She may like that. But again, she took a lot of wear and tear and discomfort to get herself accustomed to that. And she's also getting paid for that. We don't want to be treated like that. We are not women in a porno flick. Okay? Okay? It is uncomfortable. We don't like it. And do not treat your woman like you see those men treat these other women in those porno flicks. And I get it. Some women may very well be freaks, and some women may very well like this stuff. Okay, for those of you who like it, kudos to you. But I bet you that the percentage of women who like to be treated like a porno queen is smaller than the percentages of women who want you to make love to us. And when I say make love to us, you guys remember that love scene from Jason's Lyric with Alan Payne and Jada Pinkett? Yeah, I'm talking about make love to us like that. We don't need all that extra crap. I'm talking about passionate sex and love making. That really tells me you love me, you care about me. This is just not bang bang for you. That is all we need. Okay, we don't need all that extra bullshit. And the bigger is not the better. Alright, ladies, for those of you who are hollering this crap, please, I beg you to stop doing it. You don't have to take all of that pain and discomfort. Okay, it is okay for you to advocate for yourself. We need more women to step up so men can understand how we feel. This is uncomfortable for us. And our vaginas are probably more sensitive than your penis and your testicles. Okay? So just like you, you guard your jewels and your manhood, like how you know how that feels is the same for us. Treat us the same like you treat yourself. Okay? I hope this was very informative for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will definitely have something up for you guys next week. All right, until then, be good. Peace.